Hello, good morning. Welcome to Joy News Desk. We're coming to you live from our studios in Kokomlimli. Coming up this morning, the Ghana Police Service begins a search for a gang of 4 robbers who attacked a bullion van at Ablekuma Farm Milk, a suburb of Accra on Thursday. Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagman directs Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta and his colleague Works and Housing Minister Francis Asenso-Boakye to appear before the House and brief MPs on the preparedness to prevent floods with the onset of the rains. Now, 4 persons, including a 6-year-old boy, drowned and 3 missing following Wednesday's downpour in the Ashanti region. And the Association of Ghana Industries is against the removal of taxes on imported sanitary pads, but activists want taxes off whether imported or locally made. We'll delve into that matter shortly. My name is Aisha Vine. To stay for details. Many thanks for choosing us. The Ghana Police Service says it has started a search for a gang of 4 robbers who attacked a bullion van at Ablekuma Farm Milk, a suburb of Accra on Thursday. The robbers, according to the police, shot the officer who was providing escort for the van. Now, the police in a statement said the officer subsequently passed on. The police has therefore expressed its condolences to the family of the deceased officer. Meanwhile, it has assured the citizenry it will not renege until the suspects are arrested and prosecuted. The last major bullion van attack that led to the death of a young police officer coincidentally occurred in June 2021 at Jamestown, a suburb of Accra. It was carried out by a gang of 6 robbers. It later emerged that among the robbers were police officers who killed their colleague in order to protect their identities. Following that incident, the Ghana Police Service expressed concern about the limited protection for its staff because the banks were not using the right bullion vans to move money from one point to the other. Let's speak with my colleague Maxwell Agbagba, who is in that community where the incident happened with more. Agbagba, what can you report from where you are now? Hello, Maxwell.
Ablekuma Farm. Hello, Aisha. Hello, Aisha. So this is the Ablekuma Farm Milk community where the shooting happened. As you can see, this is a busy stretch of the road. Usually you have a lot of vehicles plying this route. Some of the residents and some of the people who work here, it wasn't really busy. Armed men, the armed robbers, actually got the chance to run away. Use this are not. They're told that after the robbery here at the Star Oil, and then bolted on a motorbike at a point at Ablekuma Kev, we are told. They abandoned their motorbike and then they continued the journey in a vehicle. But this is the Star Oil company where the robbery itself happened. Today, the workers are not here. Nothing is happening here. We've seen quite a number of vehicles coming here to buy fuel, but there's nobody been here for the past 2 hours. We're yet to see any police presence or whatsoever here. Nothing really is happening here. It's just another company, we're told, just conducting regular business here. But I have a gentleman who witnessed all of that here at the Star Oil facility. He's been giving us an understanding of exactly what happened. Hello, Darius. You're welcome to Joy News.
Thank you.
You were telling me earlier that there was no military escort for the cash in transit vehicle that pulled up here at this fuel station.
Yes, indeed. As I said earlier on, there was no police escorts. They came along with a bullion van, and it wasn't even a bullion van. It was just a normal pickup with a normal container created on it. So they came as they drove in. Within a took of an hour, let's say about 2 minutes, and then.
What should we do with the broke propeller? What should we do with the broke propeller?
Don't look at me, I wasn't driving.
Thank you, you're not helping.
I don't even know why you bought this boat.
You told me that you loved this boat.
That was before you wrecked the boat.
Well, now you've made it awkward.
Accidents don't just happen in sea shanties, so Progressive Boat Insurance has you covered. Take as little as 4 minutes to see what you can save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms and not available for all boats or in all situations.
So one got down and then first gave a warning shot and then used the other entrance where the driver side where the policeman was sitting.
Yeah.
And then
Hurry in now for great deals. And now, well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xE for $389 a month for 24 months with $5,399 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution, a lease request, or capital. Extra charge for miles over 20,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 5/31/23. Jeep is a registered trademark.
At Pennzoil, we have one job. Pioneering a motor oil so advanced, you don't have to think about your motor oil. Instead, you can think about how your engine sounds, how your stomach feels as the RPMs build, how your wheels hug the curves, and how, with the Pennzoil Platinum up to 15-year, 500,000-mile protection guarantee, your adventures will be many. Pennzoil. Long may we drive. Find it at Firestone Complete Auto Care. Enrollment required. Keep your receipts. Other conditions apply. See pennzoil.com/warranty for full details.
Wendy's is open till midnight or later, so you can give in to the craving and go night mode. Now all of your favorite menu items just got their bedtime extended. You can get what you want even later, like the Baconator with 6 strips of bacon, or the perfect fries and Frosty Duo. If you're up later, then so are we. So go ahead and pull through the drive-thru. When the craving hits, go night mode at Wendy's. Open till midnight or later. All right, see ya later.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, hours may vary.
Progressive covers pets in our auto policy at no extra charge. Now let's see what your dog has to say.
As a dog, I think Progressive's auto pet policy is... Oh, what is that? That's just my tail. Weird. Anyway, Progressive protects... There it is again. See? This is why I need protection. I'm so distracted. Nope, that is still my tail.
Progressive Auto Insurance covers pets for up to $1,000 in a car accident at no extra charge. And we think your dog would say that's great too. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Coverage for cats and dogs included with the purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
Ask Sherwin-Williams and get 30% off Super Paint products and Super Deck stains June 16th through the 26th. That means 30% off our most popular color family, blue. Psychologists have found it to be soothing and relaxing, which makes it especially great for bedrooms and bathrooms. And of course, get 30% off all of our other colors. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
At the Home Depot, we have laundry appliances that just fit. From the space you have, to the features you want, to the savings you need. Like a new GE Profile Ultra-Fast Combo laundry machine that can wash and dry a large load in about 2 hours, without you ever having to transfer the load over. Get special buy savings like the GE Profile Ultra-Fast Combo laundry machine, plus an extra $100 off select laundry sets in-store and online at the Home Depot.
We are the leaders who control something bad. You see, when you are doing something bad, we can tell you if you want to do something, you want to do something bad against our chief or something. We too, we are around. We know all the boys.
If you know all the boys,
we know the area boys, so we are investigating. When we see something, we can talk to the police, and the police will come forward.
And wait, so is it you think that the people who committed this dastardly act come from this?
They are not this place. I'm not sure they are not this place, because this place you can't be this place and be doing this thing for here, because we are all working underground, because you can't be stay this place and do bad things. I'm not sure they are from this place.
Okay. Thank you very much for talking to us. So that is what is happening here in this Ablekuma fan milk community. A lot of people are still terrified by what happened yesterday. But we will still be here and be following closely to see what the police and other security agencies will be doing here to help them arrest the perpetrators.
One thing I want you to confirm for me before you leave us is whether we actually, the police, the robbers actually went away with some money from the van. That's we do not know yet.
Yeah, that we do not know from official sources. That some residents who we've been interacting tell me that they indeed bolted with some cash. That is what the residents have been telling me. But we do not have confirmation from any official, source like the police on that. Aisha.
It's Maxwell Agbagba is our man who is on the ground for us. We have just been noted that the police commander of the area is there. He's meeting with the Safwache of the area. We'll definitely bring you more on this. Meanwhile, there is a statement in the last few minutes released by the Bank of Ghana and also signed by the the statement is also sent to the executive secretary of the Ghana Association of Bankers, which is Mr. Alassane, and it says that following the Bank of Ghana's meeting with cash operations managers of banks held on Thursday, 15th October, Bank of Ghana hereby directs all deposit money banks and specialized deposit taking institutions to acquire armored plated bullion vans for its cash operations. The above directive is as a result of the spate of armed attacks during cash in transit activities, leading to loss of lives, currency, and destruction of sophisticated equipment, which has become a national security concern. Accordingly, and DMBs and SDIs are required to comply with the following. 1. Phase out and replace all soft-skin cash-in-transit vehicles presently in use with fit-for-purpose armored-plated vehicles with European standard B6 ballistic protection for passenger compartments and European standard B4 for cargo compartments. And then 2. Involve Bank of Ghana in the procurement of the armored vehicles to ensure compliance with the requisite specifications. And Bank of Ghana further directs that all DMBs and SDI should comply with the above directive by July 1, 2023, after which BOG will not admit any soft-skin CIT vehicle into its premises nationwide. So this is this statement was sent in on the 24th December 2020 to the banks, and we have just 7 days to the deadline of that, which is July 1. We'll be monitoring if this definitely will happen. Meanwhile, 4 persons, including a 6-year-old boy, have drowned and 3 missing following Wednesday's downpour in the Greater Accra and Ashanti regions. The victims drowned in the Owabi stream, with the rest swept away by flash floods and at Sepase, Besiase. Love FM's Erastus Asaridonko spoke with the Ashanti Regional NADMO Director Frank Dodu and has filed this report.
Scores of people gather on the fringes of the Atafua Bridge, which is under construction. They are watching divers who are on a frantic search for the body of Kwame Asuman, 57, who is believed to have drowned today. He is reported to have jumped into the Owabi stream trying to look for his junior brother, Kweku Abuaje, 47, who drowned trying to ride through the floods with a bicycle on Wednesday evening.
We were told that this part was deep, but he took the other 10 to get to the other side. All we heard was he calling for help. We assumed he had found his junior brother. I later realized he was drowning, and I could not swim.
People wail as his body is retrieved from the stream.
Now, 2 people have drowned here at Atafua Bridge. This is the Owabi stream, and it's a flood-prone area. When it rains, the whole place floods, and so vehicles moving to Barikese and its environs cannot use this end. So in all, 2 brothers, all in the same family, have drowned here at Atafua Junction. Yao Asamoah is a relative of the 2 victims.
I may look normal, but I'm hurt. I would appeal to residents here. We have called on the MP to construct the bridge. Yet, people dump refuse in the river, and this is setting the work done back. I would appeal to all to desist from the act. This will create a chance for the river to flow easily. This won't cause floods again.
This brings to 4 the number of persons who have drowned between Wednesday and Thursday. Frank Dodu is regional NADMO boss.
The first one did happen at Tafu, which the person is young, still on course to get the data because we are not able to reach out to the family. So we are yet to have the full details of the one, which presumably is under 10 years old. And we have that also right where we are at Tafua, which did happen yesterday. And this morning when the rescue team, that's the fire service, NADMO, and other people helping to rescue, we got to know that a brother also decided that he would force his way into the river, and he also got drowned.
He wants people to take precaution as the rains come down.
But all these things could have been avoided. If you look at the releases and educations that have been going on for the past 4 months, there are things that could have been avoided. Our focus is on prevention. That is why we took time over 3 months. We did education at various churches, marketplaces, media houses, issued a publication that the rains that we are expecting are so much. So we should do our maximum best that once we see the rains coming, we find a safe havens or better place to be. Once it's capsized down, then those living in the streams and those that are using bridges and the rest, that is when we can make way once they come down. So in all these cases, it could have been avoided.
Reporting for Joy News, Erastus Asaredonko, Kumasi.
4 persons, including a 6-year-old boy, have drowned in the rain, and 3 other missing following Wednesday's downpour in the Greater Accra in the Western region.
This is the first or second time now. I don't know how this should be one. So please, I'm pleading to you that because of the top there, the river takes its sources at Benson, Poho. You see, and that side too, they are making some galamsey over there. I think that because of that issue, that's why the water has projected them to. Yes, so please wait. The situation right now is terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Property here, so many. It's around 50 households. See, and what about those? It's involved. Are you talking about what? I'm not talking about that. If I'm not mistaken, it's around 50 households, and they are suffering about this incident. So I'm pleading to the government that you should come to assess those people here, so that they also have place to also occupy themselves. What that can be. I prefer that they should also give them something, some shed, so that they put their things over there. That's the most important. So I'm Honorable John Odium, Assembly Member for Isedo Electoral Area.
Now, some residents of Peacetown near Kaswa are threatening to boycott the 2024 elections as they say the lack of action by city authorities is the cause of the perennial flooding of their community. Torrential rains in the area authorities is the cause of the perennial flooding of their community. Torrential rains in the area
of a modern, prosperous and private sector driven economy. We believe that poor farmers cannot continue to feed the rich, and therefore we have to change the trajectory of agriculture to ensure that our production can meet the needs of Ghanaians and our exports requirements. This hope and vision is to achieve what we call the new Ghana agriculture. We will achieve that through digitization to drive efficiency, to improve productivity, and accelerate access to government services and improve the ease of doing business. We will diversify the agro industry, we will be technologically innovative, and we will add greater value to our production processes.
Now, telecom firm Airtel Tigo has rebranded as AT. The company says the move is to give the company a facelift and improve its operations. Addressing the media, Chief Executive Officer Leo Scalato said the change of name won't lead to job losses, but rather scale up operations.
According to the company, the name change will apply to all sub-brands, AT Money, AT Business, AT Premier, and AT Insurance. The company maintained that its social media and website domain names would also change accordingly. The new name AT will also apply to all future communications, marketing materials, and branding efforts. Speaking during a roundtable discussion, Leo Scalato said AT is a bold and strategic move aimed at reflecting their brand promise of simplicity, making it easier for customers to identify and engage with the company.
It's a simpler way of continuing the recognition that our customers have given us at this point for the past 31 years, while not standing for Airtel Tigo. So we are formally changing the name. We are taking out Airtel and the name Tigo. We understand that many people have fond memories of the long history of Tigo. Many people have fond memories of Airtel for 12 years, but there might be a few not so fond memories. So we thought that we would take this opportunity to change the perception of the company. So it is now AT. The Minister of Communications has helped to save this company, as you all know, from perception of the company. So it is now AT. The Minister of Communications has helped to save this company, as you all know, from